up whenever I'm forming it up and pouring concrete, but whenever we get ready to start building it, I'm going to start creating some work days for y'all to come and help me. And if you don't have anything going on, just try and make sure you can come and help. I'm going to need all the help I can get. That's about it.
Alright, now it's time for me, the SPL, to give my senior patrol leader moment. Alright, I'm Noah Stone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the Troop 180 Senior Patrol Leader as of 4 or 5 months ago. So, as I said, I've been in this position for 4 or 5 months. Can't really remember how long it's been, but it's been a good time. I've done a lot as Senior Patrol Leader in these few months I've been here. I've brought in the new boys, taught them toadship, firemanship, fire building, a bunch of skills orienteering, up through the first class ranks. I've led the troop at Camp McKee this year. It was great. We won the water carnival for I don't know how many years in a row, but that's what we always do. Troop 180 always gets the water carnival victory. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but it's great. It's a challenge at times, but it has its rewards. Over this past few months, I've learned a lot about myself and a lot about how the Boy Scouts work and a lot about leadership. I went to NYLT back in July, and that helped me out a lot. The things they teach you there, it's hard to be anywhere else. It's a great program there. And that's it. Thank you. Your sword, until you give your scoutmaster.
Alright, so I got a couple things. Important dates. This coming Saturday night, we're going to do a lock-in here at the church. We're going to meet here at 6 o'clock. And it's going to be a fun time. Should be a fun time. Y'all can bring games, whatever you want to do. Okay? The preacher will be here probably around 6:30. And we're going to get up Sunday morning and we're going to present the colors and the 5 service flags of the armed forces, because it's Veterans Day celebration for the church on Sunday morning. And they've asked Troop 180 to present the colors. So that's what we'll be doing on Sunday morning. Hopefully Connor Hess will have a presentation for us on Saturday evening. His last requirement so that he can move up to start. So we'll be looking forward to that. On December 21, 22, Saturday afternoon, around between 2 and 3, we're going to meet at the bunkhouse. It will be Troop 180's annual Christmas party. We will spend the night at the bunkhouse, and then we will probably be ready to go home somewhere around 1 p.m. on Sunday. So you will need to provide or bring with you, if you want to play along Saturday night in the gift exchange. It's always a fun time had by all. And for those of you that have never gotten to participate in Troop 180's Christmas exchange, it's a $10 gift, and it must be Scout oriented. Okay, so that means it needs to be camping related, backpacking, or something that pertains to scouting. I don't want to see Pokemon cards. Okay, Scout related, $10, at least $10 gift, and then we're going to draw names and see who ends up with what. Anyway, Steve may have some new rules for the gift exchange that night. We'll see. It gets pretty heated sometimes. So that's November, December, and then we're going to have to find a Klondike Derby for January. They are not going to do one in Frankfurt this year, which it was the year to do it. We went, where did we go 2 years ago, Steve, where did we go?
Tunnel Mill.
No, that was 2 years ago. Last year, we went to that park in Cynthiana, and that's where it's supposed to be there again this year. They're not doing it, so we may have to look for London, or if Tunnel Mill's doing one. Okay, so we got to do a Klondike Derby. So that's a must for Troop 180. We got 2 sleds just raring to go. Something else Troop 180 always does, and I say this till now, but we have a book. It's an old book, and it's kind of tattered, but it is the Book of Honor for BSA Troop 180 Gary County, Kentucky. And if you look at this book, there's some pages, and there's Star Rank Club, Life Scout Club, and you can notice, if you look, the first one on here dates back to March the 2nd of 2000. So this book's at least 19 years old. All right, and you can see that there's quite a few names on the Star Rank. So we flip the page over to Life. And now we notice that the Life rank doesn't have near as many names. And if you turn the page, that's for Eagle Scout. Now, that's since 1997, that's all the Eagle Scouts that have eagled out of Troop 180. So, since I've been here at Troop 180, Bradley Baker, under Steve, Jonah Pfeiffer, I believe I guess that was my first Eagle Scout, and then James Ward, Austin Willoughby, and Connor Fitzpatrick. James Chetfield is also in this book, who he eagled, or Chatfield, Chatfield is Chatfield. He eagled 2006. Okay, 2006, and he never received his eagle. And Steve threw a Court of Honor for him, and he was a grown man, and he showed up, and he has signed the book for Troop 180 also. So I'd like to ask Noah Stone and Chet Wright to come up and sign the book. So Noah signed the book on 10/1/2018. So almost a little over a year ago, right? And Chet made Star in his old troop in Wilmore, correct? So I'm going to lay the book down here. I'm going to ask you all both to sign. I have any again.
That's right, try again.
All right. Gentlemen, at this point, I challenge both of you all. How old are you, Chet? 16. When did you turn 16? Okay. Noah, we already know when your birthday is, right? Tomorrow. So you basically, Noah, you have a year, and you have 2 years to get this done. So I challenge both of you all, don't wait until the last minute. Steve, how many boys do you have come to you for an Eagle Board review that are within days of them turning 18?
Probably had 6 or 7 this last year.
Right? Don't do that.
Out of that, probably only 5 actually made.
So I encourage you all, minimum right now is 6 months. So I'd like to see by August, both of y'all coming back here for an Eagle Board review. Okay? Congratulations.
Can I please have Chet Wright with us in our benediction?
We're not done yet. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. That's the very last thing. Yeah, we can, let's do that. Does everybody have a number?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Everybody have a number?
Yes, sir.
Mine's better than all yours.
That's got my number.
Okay, come up here and draw a number.
Swear, if you draw your number.
Okay, draw your number.
Better draw mine.
If you draw your number, it counts, because I know you can't see these.
Oh, what is that?
Just draw it. Like, oh, hand it to me. That way it's completely fair. That way if it's your number, nobody can.
Okay.
All right. Number 4. Who has number 4?
Hey, I told you to draw my number.
I said draw my number.
Danny doesn't.
Yeah.
Danny's been a bad boy this Christmas.
Yeah.
So, I assume you plan on going to it, right? All right. So, tackle box is a little worn, but it's been on every Asaba River canoe trip I've been on, but I retired it because I have a bigger one. I had to buy a bigger one for the Northern Tier trip. So I no longer need this one. So here's a brand new fishing pole.
Sandy down.
All right. We have more.
Because like if I'm your friend, can I use this one?
Sure. Come draw me a number.
You better draw my number.
You know what it is? You draw my number,
Okay.
I'll give you half the prize.
46.
What?
Number 3. Number 3. Ah!
It's even worse.
So we got 4 and 3. Now we just need 2 and 1. Now we just need my number.
What number are you, Ethan? Ethan,
Boy Scout headlamp.
So we make sure. Not draw mine.
You know,
draw mine.
You don't draw mine.
Colin, draw my number.
Better draw my number.
Hey, Colin, Colin.
Let it be.
I will cry.
that's wow. Number 18.
Darn. What?
I got one. Let's see, what is this? This is a spaghetti with meat sauce MRE.
Who say I have to all the best or something?
All right, now I'd like to, I'm going to invite Steve Goddard up here, and he's going to give, I think he has an award to present, and he also is going to talk about FOS. What I want you all to understand, and I think he's probably going to tell you all this, but I want you to hear it from me.
I'm doing more than what you think I am.
Do what?
I'm doing more than you think I am.
Oh, Steve brought us all something. Thanks.
Whoa.
All right, it's all yours, Steve.
So I'm going to talk a little bit about high adventure before I go into the Friends of Scouting campaign discussion. So one of the things that we didn't talk about tonight that had happened this year earlier is that we had several scouts that qualified for the National Triple Crown Award. And so I wanted to bring that up because they've already received the award at a meeting earlier this year. We gave it to them. But I want you all to understand what that means and how important that is to this troop and to the Scouts of Beard County. So the Triple Crown Award relates to 4 high adventure bases that are ran by the National Boy Scouts of America. And so the very first one was actually the Northern Tier Canoe base that we went to this last year that is located in the boundary waters between Minnesota and Canada. The second one is Philmont, where in 1938, it was actually dedicated in 38, but it happened in 1937. A man by the name of Wade Phillips gave the Boy Scouts about 100,000 acres. It's expanded now to about 160,000 acres. Then there's one called the Sea Base, which is a place in Florida from Key West, where they can choose several events or adventures, either sailing, snorkeling, living on an island for a week or whatever. And then the last one is the Summit, which just opened a few years ago in West Virginia, where you can go and whitewater raft for a week, you can ride ATVs for a week, or you can mountain bike for a week. So I want to recognize some scouts that have participated in 3 of those events in their scouting career. And when we applied for this award for them, they were probably, I'm going to say it was like 2,750 scouts that earned this ever. And these 2 guys are from Garrett County. So I want to introduce James and Austin, who earned the Triple Crown by going to 3 of those. They went to Philmont in 2016, the Summit in 2018, and then this last year they went to Northern Tier. So we're going to give them a round of applause. Stand up and give them a round of applause. To have scouts from this troop be nationally recognized is a big deal. I would probably say that there were no other scouts in Kentucky this year that earned that award. I know of a lot more that want to wear that award on their uniform, but you have to raise the money to do that. Just think of the cost that's involved. So these guys sold a ton of popcorn, and they spent hundreds of nights in the wilderness, or probably close to 200 nights in the wilderness, and all the practices and other things that they did, right, throughout their scouting career. And they will be leaving scouting here later on next spring. Right, so it's a big deal to have those guys in the troop. Now, we have a couple more that qualify to do that next summer, which will be a big deal for them, and we'll talk about that later. So the next award that I wanted to discuss is also another National High Adventure Award. I lost my glasses, but I don't think I need them. So earlier this year, we got to looking at some of the national awards that our scouts can participate in. And we found something that an individual could achieve that's on a national basis. And this is called the National Medal of Outdoor Achievement. And in order to receive this award, the scout has to be a first-class rank. He has to earn the National Outdoor Badge for camping with a silver device, and I'll go into what that means in a minute. He has to earn an additional 2 national outdoor badges, each with 2 gold devices. He has to complete the requirements for the backpacking merit badge, emergency preparedness, or a nature merit badge or wilderness survival. He had to complete a 16-hour course in wilderness first aid. Now, in order for me to be a high adventure leader to take scouts into the wilderness, and Chris too, any adult leaders, have to go through a 16-hour course, which is an entire weekend that you're participating, learning about how to give somebody first aid when you're going to be hours away from a hospital. And this individual is the only scout that I've ever known that has taken this class. And so a lot of people that want their scouts to earn this, that's a big roadblock, because you have to come up with the money to pay for that. It's not cheap to go do that, right? And this individual has to pass an exam that's a pretty rigorous exam at the end of the course. And it's for men, and women, it's for adults, right, that are going to do this. They have to become a Leave No Trace trainer to teach scouts how to live in the outdoors without leaving a trace. They have to plan and lead with the approval of their leader 2 of the following activities. They have to do a hiking trip, backpacking, aquatics, or riding. They have to complete at least one of the following: plan and lead with the approval of the leader in a high adventure event activity identified in the National Outdoor Badge for Adventure for this troop. They have to successfully complete a season on a council summer camp on the staff, working on the staff. So, ladies and gentlemen, this badge, or this award, that's on a national level, is very, very difficult to achieve. And so I wanted to go into what some of the things that this individual actually achieved in order to make it. Obviously, they have to be a first-class scout. They have to complete the camping merit badge. In order to do that, they have to spend 25 nights in the wilderness, which this individual's probably got a couple hundred. They have to complete the cooking merit badge and a first aid merit badge. Let's see. In order to earn a silver device in camping, they have to stay out 100 nights in the wilderness. And like I said, this individual has more than that. And hiking, obviously they have to be first class. They've had to hike or complete hikes of more than 100 miles. And to earn a silver device, they had to complete hikes of over 200 miles, which this individual has. So there's a lot. This is very complicated to apply for this and to actually earn this award. And I hope I didn't leave it at home. I just want to show you what it all looks like. No other scout, I guarantee you, no other scout in Garrett County, probably no other scout in the Bluegrass Council has actually earned what I'm about ready to present. So this is a National Outdoor Award patch. I'm going to show you the rest. So I'm going to bring up James' award first of all so he can hold on to this stuff, because he's the one that earned this. This is actually bigger than being an Eagle Scout. It's even harder than that, right? So that's the patch that he earned. Then he had to earn a gold or a silver device in 2 areas. One of them was camping, where he spent over 100 nights in the wilderness, and then hiking, where he had to spend over 100 miles, but he actually did over 200 miles hiking in his career. And so then there are pins that go along with each of those areas. And so he's actually earned 1 gold, and actually silver in this case is actually better. So he's earned 1 gold, 2 golds, and 1 silver. And then I didn't actually take this out of the box. This is the medal that he won as part of that. So James, you want to... Congratulations. You want me to speech?
Speech! 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 Speech!
Say a few words for it.
Anyone?
First of all, I'd like to thank my mom.
Not.
Austin, you want to come up here?
No. You want it, not me.
Austin has all the requirements except for the only thing he's missing is serving on camp, which you can't drag along with anything when it comes to me anymore.
Okay.
So, I'd like to thank Steve because he put this all together. I didn't have anything to do with this. He brought it to me one night at Scouts and was like, hey, you need to fill out this paperwork so you get this award. And I was like, oh, okay, what's it matter? So, I'd like to thank you, Steve. And thank you, Dad, for taking me on all the trips, and Austin for giving me a hard time and making me miserable. So,
That's what I'm here for.